The Income Tourism Project is about bringing tourism businesses and universities offering tourism programs, bringing them together so they can collaborate in a much closer fashion than they did before, and specifically by way of teaching university students soft skills.
Okay, so the Income Tourism is an EU-funded project whereby there is a replication of a German model in the Mediterranean countries, including Malta, Spain, Portugal, and Croatia.
Bringing universities and businesses together, and I say businesses in a broad sense, meaning the industry, the organizations that deal with tourism, together in a sense of creating conditions to develop the students and the future professionals in tourism better conditions for employability. We want the industry to take part in the education process in an earlier stage in order to reflect their needs on the education process.
For our experience in Montserrat, the students that comes to our company normally have a very technical knowledge, okay? But sometimes the soft skills that that we are working in this project not always are very prepared the students from the tourism education.
We don't know how tourism jobs will be in the future, so the challenge in education is to make our students ready for any challenge that they may face and to make them more human, because we are facing with a lot of technology, so they have to be more human and they have to improve soft skills for sure.
One of the biggest benefits of the dual system for me was to understand the requirements and the procedures of the industry so that I could actually make sense of what I was learning in theory. So I think it is a beautiful thing to connect the theory with the practical experience for students also in the tourism industry, so that they can change their perspective and understand where the industry is coming from, what their needs are, and what the focus is.
In my understanding, cooperative learning should not be like parallel things, doing theory and practical things. In my understanding, cooperative learning should be an integrative system where practical learning and theoretical learning is combined in a learning model.
Cooperative learning is a way in which the main stakeholders in a training course, which is the academia, industry and students, get together and they design and implement a training course in which all stakeholders have a good say in what it is being taught and eventually how the students will start performing on the workplace.
Yes, the cooperative learning is a new method of cooperative learning between the businesses and the university, and I think it is the right way to create a more successful learning program and of course job when you come out from the university and go to work inside the companies.
The education and industry we often regard them as two separate things, but in reality they are there to be connected. So we need to form this link between the two. We need to make sure that whilst we are studying, so we're in education, we are also exposed to what happens in the industry. So that way the path is facilitated as we go along.
Of course, with this new learning model, dual learning model, you can study and work in the same time, and enter in a process that you get better knowledge of what you have to do after studying. And that's the main problem when you start the job and you have the expertise to work. And in this way you have already the expertise and you are able to work better than before.